Question 281. In what ways can a community college instructor foster a culturally inclusive environment in their classroom? Fostering a culturally inclusive environment involves recognizing and valuing the diverse backgrounds of students. I would incorporate diverse perspectives into the curriculum, utilizing materials that represent various cultures and experiences. Encouraging open dialogue about cultural differences and promoting respectful discussions can create a safe space for all students. Additionally, I would celebrate cultural events and encourage students to share their traditions, enhancing mutual understanding. Professional development on cultural competency can also equip instructors with the skills needed to support all students effectively. Question 282. How do you assess student learning outcomes in a community college setting effectively? Effective assessment of student learning outcomes involves a mix of formative and summative assessments. I would use quizzes, projects, and presentations to gauge understanding throughout the course. Implementing peer assessments can encourage collaboration and reflection. At the end of the course, comprehensive assessments such as standardized tests or capstone projects can provide insights into overall learning. Continuous feedback loops, where students assess their own learning, will also inform adjustments to instructional strategies. Analyzing assessment data allows for curriculum improvement and a more tailored educational experience. Question 283. What role does mentorship play in your teaching philosophy, particularly for community college students? Mentorship is crucial in a community college setting, where students often face unique challenges. I believe in building strong relationships with students to foster trust and encourage open communication. By offering guidance on academic and career paths, I can help students navigate their educational journey effectively. Regular one-on-one meetings to discuss goals and challenges can aid in personal development. Additionally, connecting students with industry professionals or alumni can provide valuable networking opportunities. This holistic approach to mentorship supports both academic success and personal growth. Question 284. Describe how you would handle a situation where a student is consistently disruptive during class. Addressing disruptive behavior requires a balanced approach that prioritizes respect and communication. I would first observe the student's behavior to understand the underlying causes. A private conversation with the student can provide an opportunity to discuss their actions and its impact on the learning environment. Setting clear expectations for classroom behavior and consequences is essential. If the behavior persists, I would involve academic advisors or counselors to identify any external factors affecting the student. Ultimately, the goal is to support the student while maintaining a conducive learning atmosphere for all. Question 285. How would you incorporate real-world applications of theoretical concepts into your teaching methods? To bridge the gap between theory and practice, I would design assignments that require applying theoretical concepts to real-world situations. For example, case studies, simulations, and role-playing exercises can facilitate this connection. Collaborating with local businesses to provide students with project opportunities can also enhance relevance. Inviting guest speakers from various industries to share their experiences can further contextualize theoretical knowledge. By encouraging students to reflect on how theoretical concepts apply to their lives and future careers, I can enhance their understanding and retention of material. Question 286. What are the key considerations for developing a hybrid course that caters to both in-person and online learners? Developing a hybrid course requires careful planning to ensure equity and engagement for all students. Key considerations include balancing instructional time between in-person and online components while maintaining consistent learning outcomes. I would prioritize using adaptable materials that can be accessed by both groups, such as recorded lectures and online discussion forums. Establishing clear communication channels is vital to keep all students informed and engaged. Additionally, incorporating collaborative projects that require participation from both in-person and online students can enhance interaction and foster a cohesive learning environment. Question 287. How do you stay current with educational technology trends to enhance your teaching effectiveness? Staying current with educational technology trends involves a proactive approach to professional development. I regularly attend workshops, webinars, and conferences focused on emerging technologies in education. Subscribing to relevant journals and online communities allows me to engage with fellow educators and share best practices. Experimenting with new tools in my classroom provides first-hand experience of their effectiveness. Additionally, I seek feedback from students about their experiences with various technologies, which helps inform my teaching strategies and ensures that I am meeting their needs effectively. Question 288. Describe a time when you had to adapt your teaching style to accommodate different learning preferences in the classroom. In one instance, I noticed that my students had varied learning preferences, with some thriving in group discussions while others preferred individual tasks. To adapt, I incorporated a range of instructional strategies, such as interactive lectures, small group activities, and independent research projects. By offering choices for assignments, such as presentations, essays, or creative projects, I allowed students to select formats that aligned with their strengths. This approach not only increased engagement, but also empowered students to take ownership of their learning. Collecting feedback after each module helped refine my methods further. Question 289. How would you approach teaching a subject that you are not an expert in, ensuring a quality learning experience for students? Teaching a subject outside my expertise requires a strategic approach. First, I would conduct thorough research to familiarize myself with the material and the latest developments in the field. Collaborating with colleagues who specialize in the subject can provide valuable insights and resources. I would also invite guest speakers or industry professionals to share their expertise and enhance the learning experience. Transparency with students about my learning journey fosters a collaborative environment where we can explore the material together. Encouraging student-led discussions can also enrich the classroom experience. Question 290. What methods would you use to promote critical thinking skills among your students? Promoting critical thinking involves designing assignments and activities that challenge students to analyze, evaluate, and synthesize information. I would use case studies and problem-based learning scenarios that require students to consider multiple perspectives and solutions. Encouraging open-ended questions during class discussions can stimulate deeper thought and debate. Incorporating peer review processes allows students to critically assess each other's work and provide constructive feedback. Additionally, fostering a classroom culture that values inquiry and curiosity will empower students to question assumptions and think independently.